There are various sections in the book that are historical, interested in historical time periods. I talk about a sort of general history of hunting in a very, very circumspect way. I'm not interested in history. I'm interested in this through line of the rarity of game, basically, and a little bit about the New World for original settlers here. One of the big things about this continent was you could hunt, whereas in Europe, the stories of Robin Hood, they're forever hanging people shooting the king's deer, whereas here you could do it. But I think the most important historical thing, there's literary references all through the book, and those, of course, are historical in a sense, but literature as history is always, if literature is important, it's because it's not historical, and so that I wouldn't call it, but I do go through some Icelandic law. I talk about heroic society because I find this little island at the end of the last millennium, or the next one to the last, or 870 is when it was inhabited for the first time by the Norwegians. And I'm interested in this whole way that the law procedure happens in a heroic society. I'm interested in the heroic generally in this book. They kill people, and so I'm interested in what's up with that. And the business with the law in the way I begin to understand it, having read the sagas. I've read all the sagas. I love the stories. I like heroic stories, and is that the whole procedure for law turns out to be a complicated and formal debate that is not an adjudication in the sense of law that we understand. It ends in a kind of drawing out towards a forgetting of the harm and the hurt that's involved in killing somebody's brother. And I'm interested in the relationship between the legal procedure and as propedeutic to forgetting. And so that becomes what's interesting there. Again, it's not terribly historical, but it definitely deals with this group of people.